All right, to this case now, 2 rape cases involving Ntokozo Zikhali have been postponed to the 23rd of February for further investigation. Zikhali is accused of the rape, kidnapping and murder of 4-year-old Moloko, but he's also linked to the death of a 9-year-old girl and was out on bail for that particular one. Moloko Moloto is in Benoni with more on the story. Good morning, Moloko. We understand the matter has been postponed to February. Just talk us through today's proceedings.
Good morning, Mfundo. Yes, these were very short proceedings. First, the court had the matter relating to the rape of a 9-year-old, and the state requested that the matter be postponed for further investigation. You would recall that the state had also come here to also apply for the bail application of Ntokozo Zikhali to be revoked because he allegedly kidnapped and killed the little Moloko while he was out on bail. And within 2 or 3 minutes, another presiding officer walked onto the courtroom to also preside over the Moloko matter. And that matter also was postponed to the 14th of February next year for further investigation. But I must point out, Mfundo, that as we were talking to the family a short while ago, the mother of Moloko indicated that she actually suspects that the killing of her daughter and the fact that some of her body parts are still missing, even though she's now been buried, could have something to do with ritual killings. So we then decided to speak to the leader of the traditional healers in the area. Her name is Ntokozo Zikhali. Ma'am, thank you so much. You have heard the family saying they suspect that this possibly has to do with ritual killings. Surely, perception-wise, that has a bearing to some extent on your profession as traditional healers. How do you respond?
As traditional healers, we don't believe in body parts. We don't do any ritual with a body part. That is why we are here on behalf of all the traditional healers. As a chairperson of a traditional healers organization, we're more worried so that we must come here and clear our names, because we are not the killers, we are the healers. So we want to know where are the body parts and who is working with, and then what they are going to do with these body parts. Because the only thing I know is that herbs are the herbs which are healing anybody, not body parts. So on behalf of the traditional healers of organization, we are going to fight until to the last end.
Yeah, and I'm interested in that. How are you going to fight? How are you going to dispel this particular perception as traditional healers?
We are going to be here for this hearing until we know what is happening. And then we are calling to our government that he must also listen to us as traditional healers as a whole. He must also understand who we are, how we work. Because as long as the government sideline us, don't want to hear us, what we're up to, this thing is going to continue. More people are going to be killed.
So you're emphasizing more education. Unfortunately, we don't have much time, ma'am. Well, Mfundo, clearly they have a role to play in trying to dispel this perception. She's emphasizing that as traditional healers, they are not killers. They don't use the body parts of human beings. Of course, this matter will now have to be investigated, including that one of the 9-year-old who was also raped. And the people who have come out in support of this family are saying that there should be no bail granted to Ntokozo Zikhali, who remains in custody.